I'm so happy to see you again. It's been such a long time. Whenever I hear a handpan, I think of ceremonias de claridad. La planta, abuelita. Because for the first few years that I attended ceremonies, I played with a man named David who played handpan. So whenever I hear this, it takes me right back. The ceremonies usually take place at night. It's very intimate. It's dark, you can see fractals. It's really magical. And the very first time I was in ceremony, it was at the end of 2020, a year of great transformation for many of us. There was a moment of silence, and in my head, I heard a man sing a melody. And right after that, the shaman sang the same melody. I didn't know any of the songs. I had no explanation for it. My brother likes to say, correlation is not causation, but I'm not so sure. I feel very fortunate to have met Pablito and Mario. Pablito is the violinist in this recording, and Mario plays handpan. We met to record improvisations a few months ago, and this is what came out. The name of this second part, we listened to it with some friends, and we decided to call it Confessions, which may be even more appropriate than I had realized at the time. I'm going to start with how I start my day these days. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is not to reach for my phone, unless I'm turning off an alarm. What I do is I stay in bed, I close my eyes, I take a deep breath, and I ask, I make a request. Please tell me what I need to know. And then I wait. I've been trying to fine-tune my intuition. It turns out that I'm not clairvoyant. I'm clairolient, which I didn't know was a thing until it happened to me. It means that I smell things that are not physically present, like an ocean breeze when I'm inland, or the smell of fresh eucalyptus. I also had the very unusual experience of seeing my best friend in high school twice during the night when I was here in Catalonia, and she was giving birth to her second daughter, which I didn't know until I called her the next morning because I was a bit worried about having seen her. I didn't know if one could see people who are alive, and I wanted to make sure. I've been listening to channelers on YouTube to learn more. They'll say things like, butterflies may be important. The color purple may be significant. When I first met my friend during a ceremony, he came to me the next day and he said, "Your aura was the first one that started shivering when you were playing music." He said, "Are you a healer?" I said, "I'm a musician. Maybe it's the same thing." One of the people who I follow suggested a practice for getting in touch with your inner child. She suggested writing about yourself as you were when you were a child, and then recording it and listening to it. I recommend this practice, but it's an invitation. It's not an instruction. That reminds me. I wanted to share with you, when I was studying the Kabbalah, I discovered a way to manifest miracles. It actually works. A few years ago, on my birthday, I checked my bank account on my app to make sure I wasn't in the red, and I discovered that there were 17,000 euros in my account. So listen carefully. It's deceptively simple. This is how you do it. Step 1. Share with Spirit, Source, the universe, God, whatever resonates with you, what it is that you desire. Number 2, assure that it's for the good of all sentient beings. Number 3, fully accept that it's possible. Trust in the universe. Now, this is the challenging part for me. Don't try to micromanage the how and the when. Just let go and let it happen and say thank you in advance. You may be surprised by the results, especially if you manage to release all expectations. The other thing I wanted to tell you about is it's been a year since I started training in Tantra. It was the perfect response to the breakup with my partner in 2024, which coincided with intense travel and what seemed like constant jet lag and caregiving for my mother after she had a stroke in New York City. A friend of mine recently asked me if participants in Tantra retreats are constantly having orgasms. I'm glad you asked, I said. That's not all that happens. Sexual energy is creative energy and life force. Sensations may become more subtle, but are equally pleasurable. Occasionally, you may stumble over a somatic block, but that offers the opportunity to heal. And now, I invite all of you, without instructing, whoever feels called to stand up can stand up and take a deep breath. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes and just listen to the music and see what happens. Move. Let your body lead the way for once. I feel that it's important for people to talk about these things. I've I've had the experience of mentioning at a dinner party that I'm studying Tantra, and I'll get a couple very fixed looks, but nobody will really say anything. And then afterwards, people come up and ask me questions. So feel free to find me afterwards and ask me questions. I'm happy to tell you whatever I know. My friend Octavi, who's here filming, was kind enough to make a video with me the other day. And I noticed afterwards that there were light green orbs at the bottom of the screen dancing around. I've never seen that before. And it's true that they only appear from one angle, but they're moving very quickly in a way that's not connected to the camera, and the sun was not changing so quickly. So I would like to think that perhaps there were duendes dancing around as I was playing. But it's just an invitation, it's not an instruction. Thank you, and have a wonderful summer. Enjoy.